Hello, Professor Stephen Moore, and I'll be your instructor for this course. Just to give you a little bit of a background on, or a little bit of information on my background, is I have an MS degree in computer science and engineering and an MS degree in electrical engineering. My electrical engineering degree is from North Carolina State University, and my computer science and engineering degree is from the University of Connecticut. And what I wanted to do is just spend a little bit of time talking about, the structure of the class. Okay. And what we're going to find, you'll find here is that there are a couple of, here's all the links essentially, and this is actually for Intro to Engineering. Um, there's a couple of links really to pay attention to more than the others. And the first one would be the course content link. The course content link, that one, just to give you kind of a quick example, and this is for the intro class. Oh, let me just move this out of the way here. And here's an example for that particular class. So what you'll see is you'll have like the week and the dates from the beginning to the end. So this is like a half a week essentially. And in here it will provide you with the information of what is required for that week to complete essentially by the ending date. Okay. So this is an example. This is for Intro to Engineering. The next one is the assignment. So right now I don't have an assignment in here. But for assignments, what you're going to see is you'll see the assignment, and what it typically is it will have like assignment number, and then it'll have the due date, and then it will contain like problems from the actual textbook. Mostly, usually it'll be problems from the textbook, and it'll also give you a due date. So you can work with others if you want, correspond through email or however. It doesn't matter really to me for homeworks because this is just homework assignments essentially. What you will be required though, when we have quizzes and exams, you're going to be required to do those on your own. Okay. Now the next one is solutions. Now the solutions, I'm actually going to post these before the assignments due. Okay. So it shouldn't be too hard to get, if it's a programming class, get a program to work, or if it's an engineering class where you have to work on a problem set to actually solve them. So what you should do is, make a good attempt at any of the problems. If you can't solve them, you can always refer back to the solutions. Okay. So for the percentage of grade that is for homework, it shouldn't be too bad to get, full credit if you meet the deadlines. So when I grade, of course, for the homeworks, it's kind of you did it or didn't do it is pretty much the score, or how much of it did you do. All right. So like I said, you can always refer to the solutions for that. Okay. Um, Discussion board. Now, discussion board is another one. This one is useful for if you have questions, you can ask myself or your colleagues in the class. That's perfectly fine. And then quizzes and exams. So information related to quizzes, could be the quiz itself, solutions, exams. Um, Also, that would be there. So our midterm and final information. Handouts is kind of everything else that doesn't fall into one of the other categories. Okay. What you will see though, course content is essentially going to be guiding you along with the assignments. So these are really, like I said, these are the two ones you really want to check. Course content will, the announcement will be there and say like, oh, we have an exam coming up. And I'll also put in announcements, exam or quiz coming up, so you can do that. And what I expect is that, quiz I'll give you a full day to complete, and exam I'll give you 2 days. So like the midterm, you'll have 2 days, and finally you'll have 2 days to complete it. Okay. And each of those, of course, you're required to do it on your own. All right. Uh, you can put questions out here related to homeworks, but not, for the assignments, homework assignments. Uh, but you can't put questions out here, ask questions related to like quizzes or exams. If you have a question, you should, email me if you have a question on a quiz or an exam. Don't put it out here on the discussion board. Okay. And that is probably pretty much it. There'll be more information, as time goes on. I'll create more videos and on our lectures and problems, working through problems as we go through. Okay. That's good for now.